What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl, Miss Neek. Neek back at it again here live on AllureRadio. And as I told you guys before, that was just Nobody by Rantz Davis. And Mr. Rantz is here live on the line. So we're going to go ahead and chop it up real quick. Let you guys know who Rantz is. So, Rantz, can you hear me, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, Helen from New Orleans, is that correct?
Yeah, man, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, you can hear it. I can hear the accent. I can definitely hear the accent. So, yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that.
Too.
I can dig that.
I love
All right,
New Orleans
so,
accent.
yeah, we got the ladies here in the building. It's the ladies in the building. We do, I'm going to warn you now, we do get a little crazy here on the AllureRadio. So I hope you're ready for it. But it's all good. It's all good.
Make the interview more fun.
That's right. It's all good. All right, but I'm going to go ahead because I want to go back a little bit because, you know, we got the single Nobody that made it to the Billboard Top 100 Hip Hop and R&B chart. So you're doing it major. You're doing big things. So I'm going to go ahead for everybody that's still kind of wondering, you know, who Rantz is. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get a little background information if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
All right, so.
All right.
Okay, my question is, it's just a little simple question, okay? When did you first start singing? You know, when did you get your feet wet, kind of realize that you wanted to get into the music industry?
Of course, just like every other singer, typical, started singing in church. Church, hymn, gospel solos. I was in the choir, church choir and school choir. I first decided that I really wanted to pursue this as a profession. I would say when I was about 10 years old, doing a school event for Black History. I'll never forget it, a Black History program that I did when I was 10 years old, and all the little 10-year-old little girls was going crazy, and it was like attention. It was a attention that I really loved at the time, and it was like I was an attention feeder. So it was just a feeling that I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Like, you know, everyone in the school was talking about me. I was like to talk to this 10-year-old kid that could sing. You know what I'm saying? I was the talk of the school. So that was the feeling that I knew I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So it became a passion for me once I started really studying the great artists that were out at that time too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you this then. What songs do you remember singing that had the little 10-year-old girls going crazy? What song would you bust out and all there was just going nuts?
It kind of was a little. The song was more mature for my age, but it was at the time it was Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You.
Not 10 years old. 10 years old, talking about you gonna make love to somebody.
Yeah, I was like 10 years old saying that. It was a little bit more mature for my age, but at that time it was like a real big hit, and I was so in love with the song, so I sung that, and the little 10-year-old girls went crazy.
Went crazy? I love it. Went crazy? I love it.
I'm jealous because I can't hear you sexy.
All right, well.
You gonna get hot.
Oh, I need a little excitement in my life right about now.
I tried to warn you, my girls, they'll look crazy.
I'm just saying.
I tried to warn you. Tried to warn you. Okay, well, I do want to ask this then. Who are some of your musical inspirations? I know you said just, you know, you were singing the Boys to Men, so I'm sure that they were one, of course. You know, they were like the biggest group. Yeah, they were like, still to this day, you know, Boys to Men get it in. Yeah,
that is true.
So who are some of your other music inspirations?
Michael Jackson, of course. My biggest R&B influence would be R. Kelly. Grew up listening to a lot of R. Kelly songs. Love all his albums. I have every album he's ever dropped. Michael Jackson, Babyface, of course, all the 90s groups. Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Drew Hill, Usher, Genuine. Basically, you know, I grew up.
Names them all.
I grew up in the 90s, so, you know, when R&B was really at its peak. So Brian McKnight, you know, everybody that was really successful in the 90s that came out with quality, real great R&B music has influenced me.
Right, definitely. So, okay, well, how do you feel? Because, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, there's really no R&B cats out here that are really, you know, doing it like the ones from the 90s, you know, like the ones you named, the Boyz II Men's and the Genuines, you know, even because, hey, he came out in the 90s, the Jodeci's. Nobody is really, you know, really stepping it up for the R&B game. So is that what kind of made you really want to go to it? Or how do you feel? Is that basically saying, okay, you know what, I'm Rantz, I'm about to change this. I'm finna bring real R&B music back?
Exactly. I think what's really missing in R&B music right now are songs that are relatable, and I think that's why people gravitate toward the Nobody record right now, because everyone has gone through that situation where they've gone through a bad breakup where it's like, okay, man, you messed over me, but you know one thing you're gonna realize is nobody's gonna love you the way I loved you. You know, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you go to after me is not gonna be the same.
Exactly.
So that's what's really missing in the R&B game right now. It's just real life situations. I mean, you have Trey Songz and R. Kelly that comes with those sexual type of songs, which is real cool. I do those type of songs too.
Yeah,
but I think one thing that's gonna really separate me from everybody else is just making my music real relatable, making it like an everyday story. Because the more relatable your songs are, the more the people are gonna gravitate
They're gonna
toward
go to it. That's right. That's so true. And that Nobody, that is like the ultimate song. You play for that person that wants to take you for granted. That is that ultimate song. You go and here. You listen
everybody's
to this.
been through that. Everybody.
Yes,
you can't
everybody
deny it.
goes through that. Yes, everybody goes through that. And I actually just got a chance to see the video for the first time today. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that video out on YouTube. Just Google Rantz Davis Nobody. Yes, I love that. That's a hot video.
On YouTube, it just got uploaded to soultrain.com, which is really big.
That's what's up. Yeah. Okay. Well, that kind of, you know what? That kind of leads into another question that I have. So, what has been one of your biggest accomplishments so far in your career? Because we talked about, the Nobody making it to the top 100 charts. So, what are some other accomplishments? What is another big accomplishment that that has come to you so far?
I would say the biggest accomplishment would be the Billboard, man, making it on number 96 as an independent artist.
Yes,
I'm not even on a major label yet, and I'm an independent artist, and I'm 96 on the top 100 R&B hip hop charts, right next to P. Diddy and Nelly, and Kelly Rowland. Yeah. So that has to be my biggest accomplishment ever. So
you got artists on major labels
another
that's
highlight,
never got that far.
I would think maybe another highlight in my career as of now would be the point when I performed one time in New Orleans in front of Lil Wayne. And he's my favorite rapper right now.
Yes.
So I got a chance to perform in front of him, and he gave me so much props. It really made me proud. So I would probably say that would be the biggest highlight. But the biggest achievement would definitely be the Billboard.
Yeah, Lil Tunchi. That's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot. That is definitely hot. Okay, well, I have to ask you this because you say you performed, in front of these Lil Wayne. That's gonna pull a major crowd. I also read you performed in front of like Monica, Trey Songz. I mean, you've opened for a lot of big names before.
Yeah.
So I know with that.
Monica, Trey Songz, Rick Ross, Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
Actually did a show with Currency. Me, Currency, and his other rapper named D1 was recently named the Grey Goose Rising Icon a couple of months ago. So we all did a concert together. So I've actually just opened up the Tank maybe 2 weeks ago. Opened up the Tank and got to meet him.
You gotta get it.
And everything. Too, real cool cat, man.
Yay, so, definitely. Yeah, he's down here and he does a lot of shows out here in Texas. Yeah, he does a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's very, very talented. Very talented artist.
Definitely, very. Yeah, that's the CD. That's his new CD. Is one that stays in rotation. Yes,
Official. Stays in rotation in my car.
Yes, stays in rotation. Yes. All right. Well, I do have to ask this because again, that's these are big names that you're performing in, which they're all gonna bring huge crowds. So, what is one of the weirdest fan encounters that you've encountered so far? I know it has to be one weird story, a weird fan that you was just like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah. It was actually I had a meet and greet. Of course, I'm a huge artist down here in New Orleans. Probably the biggest R&B artist in New Orleans.
Awesome.
So I had a meet and greet down here just for me. Of course, there's a bunch of women there to come meet me, and this one female in particular, she had been hitting me up on my Twitter the whole week before the actual meet and greet. She had been hitting me up on my Twitter, saying how much she's excited she's gonna be there, she's gonna meet me, she can't wait, whatever, all that good stuff. And when I got there, I recognized her from an avatar, from an Abby. So I recognized her, and I talked to her. And she wanted to get my number. I said, instead of me giving your number, why don't you give me yours and I'll hit you up. So she was like, all right, cool. And she said, let me know when you make it home. let me know when you make it home so I know you made it safe. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Of course, I didn't do it, and I didn't do it. And then like a couple hours later, after I didn't do it, she hit me up on Twitter and was like, I'm so mad at you because you didn't hit me up. And I'm like, I don't even know you, you know. But what really freaked me out about it was that maybe about 5 days later, it just I would say the conversation that we were having at the meet and greet, we were talking about a video game, and at the time I'll say let's go 5 days after that, after the meet and greet, I'm just chilling in my room watching TV, and all of a sudden I get a text message, and it's from her. And
wow.
Let me remind you, I didn't give her my number.
You didn't give it to her, yeah.
So it was just a random text message, and was like, so when you gonna let me beat you in this video game? And I was like,
no.
Like, I didn't even give you my number. That really just freaked me out. I'm like, she really went. I don't know who she went to get that number,
and
or how she
got
researched it or whatever. But yeah, she really went that far. It kind of freaked me out. It kind of scared me. I was really kind of scared. My heart kind of dropped.
That is
I was like, wow.
crazy, yo.
I would have been thinking she looking at me in the window.
I'm saying, like, how in the world?
Yeah, I was like, if she knows my phone number, she might know where I stay at. So
exactly, she probably do.
It was crazy. But what I did was I didn't even, when I read the text message, I read it, but I just hurried up and deleted it. I didn't respond back. I didn't want her to think that she had I didn't want her to know that she had the right number. So
wow. So do you still follow her on Twitter?
I do still follow her on Twitter.
You do?
And she did hit me up a couple of times. She did hit me up a couple of times and was like, I'm mad at you, and
Girl,
whatever.
Like that.
And I just never responded. I was like, whatever, Wow. I didn't want to say anything mean to her or anything like that because I don't want to lose a supporter.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I just was kind with it. Just rather not respond at all.
Wow, that's what happened when you the Playboy R&B. That's you. Yeah. Stuff like that happens. That is nuts. Yeah, that's scary there. That's kind of scary.
It was very scary. I would like to say, when I read the text message, my heart dropped. I was like, wow.
Man. Right.
I was like, Rantz Davis, you have arrived.
Exactly. There you go. Officially, when you got that stalker, officially you have arrived. You have. Okay. Well, I want to ask you this too, kind of away from that. I want to go touch on some of your philanthropy work because that's really, really important. And a lot of artists, they don't do it. But it's really, really important, to give back, especially to the little ones. It's very, very important.
Right.
And I did notice that you do a little mentoring. And then you've also done a lot of shows that benefit the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And I just have to ask, this is kind of more of a personal question that I wanted to know. But how did you, how did you get involved, in that and hooking up with that charity?
Well, I will have to give all of my credit to my PR people.
Wow.
Shout out to Lance Robinson, my publicist. He really sets everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I would give him my idea. Of course, I would, say, hey, man, I want to, do this for, find a charity like the St. Jude Community Center.
Mm-hmm.
Find a charity. What I can do is show, and we can, do a percentage of the proceeds toward that.
Mm-hmm.
And what he'd do is, as him being my publicist, he would go personally to the actual spot and talk to him, let him know who I am, and of course, the type of person that I am, the magnitude of the person I am in the city, and how many people I can bring out, and they agree to it, they research me, see that everything is the truth, and we get on like that. So my publicist handles all that type of things. Of course, I would give him the idea, and he just takes the idea and run with it.
Right, that's hot. That's what's up. When I read that, I was like, definitely more kudos to you. Definitely more kudos to you. Yeah.
And then there's other people that may see that I have done like you've read it. There's people that may have read and see that I've actually done that, and they say, hey, would you want to do something for our charity? And I'm like, okay, definitely. Definitely. So by me taking the initiative to do that, it also opens the door for other people to know that, Rantz is open to doing this, so let's ask him and see if he'll do it for us. And I never turn it down.
That's hot.
I'm all about helping others.
Exactly. You have to be about helping. Yeah, definitely. That's hot. I like that. Yeah, definitely like that. Okay. Well, another question, because I have a lot. We do random questions here on AllureRadio, so I'm gonna let you know I have some random questions that are coming up. But I want to just ask you another kind of on a serious tip question. But just because, of course you are in New Orleans, and I have to ask, that because of all of the, the natural disasters that happened in New Orleans, and when any of that happened, did that kind of discourage you in any way? To kind of say, Lord, maybe I can't really get on my music grind right now. Or did that kind of really show you that, I cannot take things for granted, and I really, really have to go out after my dreams?
Definitely. Actually at the time when Hurricane Katrina hit, I was just getting out of high school, so I hadn't really pursued the music thing at the time. So I still hadn't really gotten my feet wet. But the hurricane happened in 2005, and 2006 is when I decided that I wanted to really, really pursue this. Actually, at the end, the hurricane happened August of 2005, January 2006. I said, man, you know what? This is my New Year's resolution, man. This is what I've been doing all my life. 2006 January, man. I'm gonna just go out there and just go get it. Just go get it, man. Just stay focused, and network, and get this done. I got to do something that's gonna make my city proud.
Exactly.
So that I would say, because at that time it didn't really discourage me from the music because I hadn't really started it yet, but it kind of motivated me to do something that will lift up the city and kind of make my city proud of me. So 5 years later, man, they supported me to the end. So everything I've done, like I said, Billboard, Top 100. That's all because of New Orleans requesting my songs. And without New Orleans requesting my songs wouldn't be able to expand to other markets.
That's right.
So, like I said, 5 years later after Katrina, man, I'm giving my city something to be proud of. Every day there's somebody on Twitter hitting me up on my Twitter saying how much the city is supporting me and how much they're proud of me. People at my shows, I'm getting mad love at shows, telling me how much they're proud of me, how much the city is backing me up, and how much I'm opening doors to everybody. So, and that's what I wanted to do in 06, and 5 years later, this is what I'm doing. So it's a blessing.
Gotta get the city behind you. Yep, gotta get your city behind you. That's hot. That's what's up. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask we gonna only give you 3. We ain't gonna give you the whole rundown like we do sometimes, because we be giving a whole lot of little questions. But I'm gonna ask just a couple of random questions for you. More so, they're gonna just be fill in the blank. You just give me the first thing that comes to mind. First thing, don't really think hard on it. Just the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, you ready? All right, let's do it. Okay, without music, I would be
doing sports commentating.
Okay. Okay. Sports commentating. Interesting. Okay. The ladies love me because. You can't say because of your body either.
You're sexy.
Is that what you said? You said because you sexy?
No, I said that.
No, I said because I sing.
Oh, because you sing. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. My biggest pet peeve is.
Ugly feet.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I kid you not. Every single guy that we've asked this question throughout the month of April, yes, it never fails. It never fails. Okay,
I think every guy feels that way. I think guys have this phobia about bad women.
I guess so. I don't know, but every person, every guy that we have asked that question, that is the answer that they've given. Wow.
You can't walk around my house. I can't, you can't go to the beach or wear sandals with, ugly toes or like bunnies on your feet and nothing like that. Especially if you're trying to be like the one for me. You can't be walking around my house barefooted, or even like in my bed with
your feet look
holes on your feet. I gotta be able to look. I gotta be able to look at your feet. Especially I'm the type that I might like to rub my woman's feet. I can't rub her feet if I can't look at her.
You can't rub. That is hilarious. But no, that's true. Every single guy, that's what they've said. So, yeah. So, ladies, make sure y'all keep y'all pedicures up to date. Please. Make sure y'all keep those looking nice.
Definitely, especially if you come into a Rantz concert.
Yeah, because y'all never know. You might get called up on stage, and then he see them feet, and then he going to see you back down in that audience real quick.
Right,
so, yeah, make sure y'all keep the point game, the toe game on point. Make sure, definitely. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So I just gotta ask you, what's some advice that you would give any, you know, up and coming artist that's really, really trying to get their foot in the door, what's some advice, you know, that you would give them, or just some words of encouragement?
Stay focused. There's a lot of ups and downs with it. There's a lot of things that's going to discourage you, but if you believe in yourself, then others will believe in you too. Make sure you get a solid team behind you, and make sure you a solid team that's 100% all about you and not about themselves. A team that knows that everyone has their own role to play. And like I said, there's going to be many ups and downs. Everything is not going to go smooth, especially with no connects. But, you know, like I said, everything is not going to go smooth. I've been through a lot of things through these past 5 years. And a lot of things that may have discouraged the average person. But, like I said, just keep grinding. Don't give up on your dreams, because as long as you keep grinding, as long as you believe in yourself, then, like I said, others will believe, and you're going to get to where you want to be at.
That's so true. That is so true. Yep.
It starts with the man.
It does. It really does. Yep. All right. Well, what's next for you? What do you got coming up? Any upcoming projects? What you working on?
I'm working on a new album right now. Also, I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet.
I love this.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. We are like digging this accent.
And I'm
y'all
still
like my
upset
accent?
that I ain't heard it yet.
We love it. We love it.
When are you coming to Dallas,
like I
Texas?
said, I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about doing another mixtape where I'll be remixing. There's a lot of songs on the radio that I'm really feeling right now.
Yeah, and you want to remix
I'm
those.
thinking about doing a mixtape where I'll be remixing some of those songs on the radio, but that's not 100% sure yet. It's just something that's in the back of my mind. So maybe looking out for that. Just check me out on the Twitter. I'm gonna tweet about it if I do it. But of course, like I said, I'm working on a new album. And I'm just grinding, pushing this Nobody record, man, pushing it till I can't push it no more. Maybe releasing a new single yet. Not sure what it's going to be yet. Also, like I said, just keep following me on Twitter, and I'll be announcing all those good things. So hit me up on the Twitter at Rantz_Davis, my website, rantzdavis.com. Check my videos out, youtube.com/RantzDavis.